is translated Tsela, T-S-L-E-A, which means the side,
all right now,
the flank, the corner, the chamber. So it was not just a rib. Now I know it's going to have a little bit of opposition here because everybody's saying, but it's saying a rib. Well, when I begin to look at this for a moment, I found something here. That there was a rabbi by the name of Rabbi Joshua, who gave the incorrect translation for side, knowing that the word was side, but translated it rib. Now listen to what Rabbi Joshua's theory was. This is what he wrote down. He wrote down, God deliberated from what member he would create woman. And he reasoned within himself thus: I must not create her from Adam's head, for she would be a proud person and hold her head high. If I create her from the eye, then she will wish to pry into things. If from the ear, then she will want to hear all things. If from the mouth, then she will talk too much. If from the heart, she will envy people. If from the head, she will desire to make all things. If from the feet, she will be a gadabout. Therefore, I will create her from the member which is hidden.
All right.
That is the rib, which is not even seen when man is naked.
All right.
Now, when I talk about the effect of this curse, it perpetrates every area of life that says we have an ought against women and we gonna take them down. That's why, look at your neighbor and say, we're going to reverse this curse. A Jewish boy gets up and prays this prayer every morning. He says, Lord God, I thank you that you didn't make me a Gentile dog. Then he says, thank you because you didn't make me a woman.
All right.
In ancient Greece, the Grecian men would have what they call have a wife. But the wife was only allowed to live in the house. She was not allowed to come outside. She was the only one allowed to bear legitimate children. But it did not interfere with him having as many mistresses as he wanted. So we are talking about a long-term effect and assault against your very psyche that have come down from generation to generation. It is as if every generation passes down the curse, say, kill him, destroy him. Lord, help me tonight. Help me tonight. And so after a while, when you don't really know who you are,
all right now,
we start living out.
Come on.
We start living out the effect of the curse. So if we're told that we're loose, after a while we start living like that. If we told that we whoremongers, then we begin to enact what we have heard somebody say.
That's right.
God help me tonight. So that after a while, the reason for the curse is to make sure that when you get up in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror, you don't say, I'm God's good idea.
All right.
You don't say that. God help me tonight. If I was in a session with every woman in this place that done had her heart broken, that's been lied on, betrayed. Come on now. Somebody going with you and they going with her too. I got a daughter, they call her, she got my little grandbaby, they call him a project twin. Y'all know what that is? Some of y'all know what that is. That means my baby got a little sister that's only 3 months old, younger than him. So this is not something this is not a subject that I take lightly tonight. So we're not walking in here with the confidence that we're God's good idea. We have come in here, we don't know what we think about ourselves. What are you talking about, Barnett? All you got to do is look at women today. All I got to do is go into a middle school or high school or walk down the street and I'm looking at women that look like men. Got basketball shorts on. Hair cut short. They don't even know what being a woman is. And then on the other side, we got the sluts in our community. You go to a funeral today, you go to a wedding today, and everybody got big old high heel shoes on with little old tight short dresses, what I call club clothes, with everything hanging out. So the very image of who we really are, God's good idea, we seem it has been almost shoved out of our mind. Come on, so. We don't know no more. We don't know no more. We don't know no more. There used to be a time in the church when I believed that we knew. But now that time is gone. We got younger ones that coming in and we let them wander in the valley of indecision. We know they tomboys. That's what we call it. We know it.
Talk about it.
But none of us lay our hands on them and say, wait a minute, I got the power of God in me, resting in me to deliver you from whatever in your mind. And so when we were made by God, we were called extraordinary. Touch your neighbor and say, there was a time when we walked the earth as extraordinary women. Extraordinaries. Come on, say that word with me. Say, I was extraordinary. Oh, I'm going to ask you to talk back to me, because every time that you prophesy, you start reversing the curse. You start speaking to that curse that has been driven down in your belly. And every time you say, I am what God says I am, you pull it up a little bit more out of you. Oh, grab your neighbor's hand and say, I want to pull the poison out of you. Help me. You see, there was a time that we were extraordinary. The word extraordinary means that we were exceptional in character. We were remarkable. We were noteworthy. Eve walked around the earth and there wasn't nobody like her nowhere for thousands of miles. Extraordinary means that you are beyond the usual. That's why I don't sing that song, God uses ordinary people. I ain't never going to tell you that I'm going to be ordinary. Why? Because the word ordinary means that you have no special quality or interest. The word ordinary means that you're commonplace. You are unexceptional. You are plain and indistinguishable. The word ordinary means that you are inferior, mediocre, and below average.